I'm thinking again. It is strange to see how much I have grown. From being delusional and hallucinatic, every step outside myself asks for new steps. That is something you normally do within life. I'm lost with most steps of life. How to think inside yourself, getting lost on sidetracks when being something. Fantasy worlds pop up around the corner. Feeling feeble. What is feeble? You need to learn to see that within yourself. I got stuck within these turmoil. On all levels, I needed to regain strength again, to open within myself. I'm getting normal again, sort of. On some levels, I'm way further ahead in lives. Learning about reincarnation is something beautiful. You learn to see the differences between reality, including the afterlife with all its beautiful spheres. You can't fail in a way. You can go pretty deep within fantasy, labyrinths with time in a loophole, stuck forever. Not anymore. The universal flow behind it all is magnificent. You can focus on that. You can focus on that. Eternity and universal love. Sometimes projections inside yourself are fake. You can see the difference. That is the deal. Eventually, you will move further in life, in time, in reincarnations, from life to life. One life's thoughts and feelings can be massive. Only to learn, you do that all the time. In many lives you had before, but also in the ones you will have in the future. So, what is time? What is important? I really had difficulties with my thoughts, drifting off all the time, in fantasy worlds, for eternity lost within myself. On the short term, but mainly the long term, were hidden inside a fog. I turned everything inside and out, lost in thoughts of life, mirroring on everything about life. Who are you? From male to female, within a normal conversation, hidden within yourself, getting outside yourself again, learning about the afterlife and reincarnation, many new possibilities to exist, from frame to frame, from pond to pond, spheres to sphere, growing higher in universal love, mirroring everything in new perspective. I still encounter difficulties until this day. Must say that the gradations get less by taking rest. You need your inner core and you can interact with. Sometimes drifting away in a stormy shore, you need to learn yourself all over again. That is tough. You're stuck inside mazes all the time, very sensitive as well. Taking rest helps, trying to do things every now and then, to improve myself all the time. I also looking on the long term, but the short term needs to be fixed in a way before you can take new steps on the long term. Point blanco. The short term needs to be improved as well. That took me years. Being more on my own helps me big time. You need to interact with yourself again. That is important. Saying goodbye to old friends. Sometimes I waited for them, but didn't receive the phone call. Trying to move on my own. Some of them I had to say goodbye to. Not a good influence for me. You also need to find your own goal in life. Your own inner feelings. That keeps you going. Sometimes a change is needed. That took me years as well. Perceiving new insights on life. Playing with these thoughts and trying to lift them up into your life. As a medium, glowing like a diamond, flashing into all directions, not getting lost within frames that don't fit. Sometimes things just don't fit. The soul's core moving through boundaries of life, rules, visions, lost sometimes, but moving upward, shining over past lives. You can say goodbye to the mistakes you made. Life is a continuing journey, and you can't pretend or else you will fail. Walking on this path for so long, you need to find yourself in every outcome, learning from your unseen mistakes, universal love forevermore, learning about past lives, learning about the universe, the unseen parts as well, not inside a nightmare though, projecting that on everything all the time. There are soul bounds that are the shore for you in this life. In between you can move freely from tide to tide, from the moon towards the earth, flowing over from life to life. You can change your inner feelings, make new frames on a higher level, from depths of deep being insane, higher in the love of God. You're not ill, like a lunatic. It is a normal conclusion from the end of a new beginning. There is an ending in mostly an explosion into this new surrounding. You're always growing higher in the spheres of light, from one life to another, digging up the inner diamonds about life. Sometimes you're stuck, fail and continue, give big insights. Every obstacle brings big gifts in return. It's a gift wrapped inside earthly concerns. All that is temporary. Don't blame others. Last night I had heavy burning acid. It really hurt and I had to throw up a couple of times. Was really tired when waking up. Had lunch with my parents, paprika with meat and veggies from the oven. Afterwards I went out to do some things with my mother. First stop was at the pharmacy to pick up some medicines I ordered, including medicines against burning acid. A small stop at a brother of mine afterwards, to the supermarket to buy some groceries, and finishing at an uncle of mine for a cup of coffee. I just arrived back home and listening to the police. I hope you all have a great week, and I would say until next time. Bye.